So it's like, "Goth!"
Louder than life. We survived and crowd surfed. I literally crowd surfed to
I'm too
escape
big.
crowd crush, and I lived to tell the tale.
I'm so proud of you. You're so brave. I personally am not comfortable getting up there either because I'm a thicky thick, but it is fun. I have done it before, and I'm so proud of you.
I
You
love you.
fit best sets, worst lines, survival tips, and how strangers became new friends.
Hi, I'm Christina,
And I'm Katie.
and we have a new guest on the show. What do you prefer to be called? Because
It's a mouthful. You can either call me Rob, Robert, or RZ is what everyone knows me on TikTok or most of my social
RZ.
medias. So
That's how we know you, as
Mhm.
RZ. And you guys were crazy this weekend. Let's talk about what were your favorite headliners? How do you feel right now?
Yeah.
Headliners. I mean, I gotta whether you love them or hate them, Sleep Token packed the house out.
Yes,
That
they
was
did.
an insane crowd. I have an inkling that they're coming back next year, and it
Really?
mostly on Louder Than Life's actual Facebook page.
Yeah.
When they posted the photos from their set, some girl commented, "Can you please bring them back next year? I missed them. I wasn't able to see them and stuff." And Louder Than Life responded with the metal horns and fire emojis.
No way.
I mean, you know that
That's
with
cool.
look, it's a smart business move too. They're one of the hottest bands.
That's true.
Like, regardless of if, like I said, if you love
The
them or hate them,
controversy. Yeah.
people talk about them, and that's what you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why not bring them back as an actual headliner next year?
That's so true. We were in the crowd for Avenged Sevenfold, and it was interesting to hear the hardcore Avenged Sevenfold fans react to Sleep Token because I don't think they're intermixing as much.
No, it's like oil and
Um,
water.
Yeah.
no, yeah, and I mean, you could hear the comments on our side, but then you're just like, you see the crowd over the other side, and it was
I know.
they
I
were
wish I
they
could
were
see it so much.
pretty
Like,
excited.
there was
Yeah.
so much obstruction. I was like, I really wonder how wild the crowd is over there. And I've seen some videos now, and the show looked very theatrical. Like, I could only see it,
Oh yeah.
from where we were, like, trying to be close for Avenged Sevenfold. We could just see that, like, that corner of the stage. But seeing the videos, it was like Phantom of the Opera looking, like, but darker.
It's very theatrical. Very
Yeah.
theatrical.
I thought it was beautiful. You were in the Angel Envy VIP,
Mhm.
right, Robert?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Look,
I had a great view of the crowd, and I was just mesmerized of just the volume that it brought.
well, what was your experience with Angels Envy VIP? Because I know this year on the other side, the
Mhm.
regular VIP, um, people had mixed emotions about it, but I hadn't heard a single bad thing about Angels Envy yet.
Okay, so they posted on Facebook asking about some constructive criticisms about the
Yep.
festival and stuff, and people were responding. And my response came from like looking at VIP and Angels Envy VIP, because I was going back and forth for a lot of the sets. I would say one of the biggest pluses, regardless if you drink or not, is it's free food.
Yeah,
So
that
like
is a huge plus.
as now
What?
you only get what they are serving, and they usually serve like
Right.
three separate options every like 2 hours throughout the show.
Interesting.
And then they stop serving around they stop
What?
putting new food out at like 8.
Well, what was it, like hamburgers and hot dogs? What was it?
No, it was like you got like some we had Nashville hot, like a chicken tender on a bun with like a little coleslaw on top.
That's so
We had
cool.
some
Okay.
type of like buffalo wings. There was I had like some fried cauliflower with
Oh,
like sesame oil and sesame seeds on it, and it had like a really great flavor, very savory flavor.
I love sesame oil.
There was hummus. I ate so much hummus and pita
what?
chips. Oh my god, I was
What?
all hummused out. It was like honey chipotle hummus.
Well,
That's something new.
and then all
I've
you
never
can
had that.
drink, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I put it to its limits.
Wait, the alcohol's included too?
Yes.
See, Katie,
Now,
this is why.
Considered this.
Because you won't let me, Katie.
because
I offer every year.
it's $2,400 a ticket. That's why
Oh my gosh.
Well, I
you
mean,
can
with
finance it.
that's true. Well, I mean, with drinks as $18 a drink, in the regular area, it could add up if you're a drinker for sure. Would I use the $2,400 in drinks? No. I mean, I just
Yeah, but you're getting good views. Like you can't
yes.
just be like, okay,
Yeah.
how many drinks does this equate to?
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're also getting good views. You're getting less people, which is
Yes.
one of my, kind of not exactly antisocial, but like I can only deal
I'm
with
right
so
there
much
with you.
people for so much, and then I'm like, I gotta go.
I am right there with you. And
Was there a
yeah,
breeze up
that
there?
Mhm.
Is there a
There's an air
breeze up
conditioned
there?
tent.
Oh
There's
there's
my
air
gosh.
conditioning.
where they serve the food. There's like tables and stuff inside of a big tent with air conditioning. Yeah,
But where you're,
Katie,
like, watching the shows actually go on, is
yeah.
that
I mean, you're elevated, so yeah, you're gonna get a breeze coming
I
through there.
wondered, like, I was like, "Man, I bet that feels good up there."
And it was the same on the VIP side too. When it came down, just a natural breeze coming through.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
that would be incredible. See, Katie, let's do that. I heard they
I'm doing
switched
it
the
again.
weekends. They switched the weekends with Bourbon and
Yes.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder
So
why they
now,
did that.
Louder Than Life is a little more rowdy, and we break shit.
But why
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
they do it second? I mean,
that makes sense to me
since
Yeah,
too,
good
Bourbon
like,
and
idea.
let's
Beyond,
have the nice people come in and
yeah,
keep it
take
nice.
care of everything.
Well,
Yeah.
so talking to people that bartend both weekends. Now, this is just from the handful of bartenders that I know that are local here. The Louder Than Life crowd is a little bit more pleasant in the aspect of like they're not staring down their noses at you.
Yes.
I've heard that the bourbon
Yes.
crowd is a little more kind of little posh about it.
No uppity.
That's just from the
Yeah.
perspective of just
Christina's
a
like,
handful of
"Yeah."
bartenders.
I can see that though. I could really see it. And before I was part of this community, as Katie's plus one, I was always intimidated. Well, I mean, it's just true. If you don't grow up with it, like Katie grew up with this. Her parents, they took, the siblings to these concerts.
Great
I never
parents.
had that. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
they're amazing parents. It's just, yeah, they're very welcoming. And I would say they are the nicest people in the world because they just welcome in. It doesn't matter. They're not judgmental. They're like, "Oh, you're here. Welcome."
And
And I'm
everybody
like,
cares about everybody's well-being, like,
"Yes.
people wanna be able
Yeah.
to get rough with each other, but nobody wants
Yeah.
to see anybody go to the hospital over a shove, like,
I mean,
let's have fun and get some
maybe a
aggression
couple
out,
people."
but let's
Yeah.
all right?
The
But let's
wall of
not
death looked pretty scary.
I mean, but
One of
they
my
would never
friends.
let anybody stay on the ground and get trampled. That's for
That's true.
sure.
No, no,
They
That's
would
true.
that like
they'd
people
get
will
'em up.
actively stop to try to lift people back
Yes.
up
Yeah.
because they
Yep.
know that if you're on the ground and you stay there, it's game over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
You can't get up by yourself.
Um. Well, yeah. So two things. There was first thing. There was a kids only mosh pit. I saw a video of that. It was the most
What?
adorable thing ever. It
Oh
was
my
all
gosh!
like 3 foot 4 foot under peeps, like kids
Oh,
just like
what?
moshing around and with a wall of like massive men around them to not let anyone get in. It was the most incredible sight I've
It's
ever
so cool,
seen.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that.
But the second thing, so I had friends from the military come and visit, and he didn't know what like mosh pits were and stuff. But
What?
he didn't ask the question. He didn't know he didn't ask the question
No.
until like the last day, and we're like, oh yeah, this is your standard mosh pit. This is your wall of death. This is your
Circle
like
pit.
this is your circle pit. So like I was like, there's your three main ones, and then there's styles that go into those where like you get the normal moshing where like you're kind of just shoulder checking people and kind of bouncing around and stuff. And then you got your hardcore mosh, which is a whole nother level of
Oh, yeah, people
shenanigans
swinging
where
their arms around,
you're
like
swinging, your roundhouse kicking, and it's just that one's a little more intense. Like
yeah.
be
Yeah.
experienced before you go into that.
Have you seen the ones where people will, like someone will like bend over so that their back is like a table, and then people will run at them and then jump on their back to fly under the crowd of people that aren't even part of the mosh pit? Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen that one, but
That
that
is
would be cool.
It's nuts though, because they really, most of the time, unless the crowd is so packed towards the front of the stage, they just go straight down to the ground because nobody's paying attention to know they need to have their hands up to hold people up.
Yeah,
But
because the queue is the security at the front because they're like
Yeah.
pointing in a line.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, over there, or
Yeah.
they'll line up with them and be like, hey, hey, hey. So yeah,
Man.
if you're just like run, jump, yeah, no one's gonna know. You're gonna hit somebody and make someone very mad.
It was crazy. It was Newfound Glory. One of the craziest crowds I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even exaggerating. They were the ones, I can't really swing my arms around, but they had like their hands in like fists. and they're swinging them as fast as they can round and round, and they were
What?
just trying to deck people and kicking like you were saying. It was so yeah, I've
For
seen
newfound glory.
for newfound glory. And this was gosh,
What, Warped
this
Tour 06 kind of
no,
vibes?
no, no. This was I went there with my friends to see it was in Columbus, Ohio at the Newport. That's the name of a venue out there, a really old venue. And it's the kind that has like there's the stage and then there's the floor. And then the second floor is just kind of like a U that's over the main floor where
Little
you
horseshoe. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, where you get to have a view of the stage and you're not blocking people that are like further back on the first level's view at all. Anyways, so I was up on the higher level and I was it was like see front row, like just watching this chaos happen. And this was I want to say it was like 2010, 2012. It wasn't even like in the beginning of their I listened to him back in '02, like that. But it was so it
They've
was
been
like,
around for a
"Oh,
hot
let's go
minute.
see some Elder Emo or punk bot rock or whatever." And no, it was like either
Elder
people never
emo.
grew up and they're still crazy and they didn't feel pain ever, or it was a whole younger crowd that were just trying to keep the the rock alive. I don't know, but anyways, I digress. So, I did have a question for you about another piece of news that I heard about. Did you hear that that Louder Than Life has already announced a headliner for next year? Okay, Christina, have you heard?
My Chemical Romance?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
As a part of a 20-year celebration for Welcome to the Black Parade, which was cool. Like the announcement was cool. I was up in the VIP section and I hear it, and then I hear it playing from like a marching band. I look down, it's U of L's marching band playing Welcome
We
to the
saw
Black
that.
Parade. And I was like,
I never put the two together. I remember that now. I was a little intoxicated, so that's
Guys,
I
really
was, yes.
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. At that point, I was getting Katie island noodles when that was
Yeah,
happening.
it was time.
That was the
So,
spot apparently this weekend for food.
Oh, it
island
always
noodles
is.
is always a spot. Yeah.
Have you always gone to
Yep.
Louder Than Life?
This is so I may be from here, but I was gone from here for 10 years.
Okay.
And this was my second one.
So
I always
Island
had
noodles.
work and just couldn't take time off.
I understand. It's a commitment, especially being 4 days now. Which I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for the fact that it's so long now, but I definitely understand it's a bigger commitment. So, but Island Noodles, Rock on the Range, which is now called Sonic Temple, that's where I
Mhm.
started. I'm originally from Central Ohio, and Island Noodles were a huge deal there. Like the line for food for them was always at least 4 times, a
Anything
cheeseburger or
else.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then whenever I started coming to Louder Than Life with my mom whenever it first started happening. Island Noodles came there too. I'm sure it has to do with the fact that it's all DW. I don't know. Maybe he's part of
Yeah.
lining that up
He's
for
just a
all of
huge
his
fan of
festivals.
island noodles. So
I know, right? He makes sure that they're there, and you can't get them anywhere else ever.
No, there was 2 food trucks. Well, it was from one company or one restaurant that I felt deserved a little recognition. It was a local spot called Spinelli's. It's a pizza place here. Oh, they're
I
so
saw
good.
their
Where was
signs.
that?
So
I
good.
didn't see it.
There was one. I think they might have moved around. No,
Was
they
it
might
in
have moved.
Kentucky Kingdom?
But there was one that was. I think one was in Kentucky Kingdom, but the one that I did see was by the Cardinal entrance out back, like towards that backside.
Wasn't there one there? Was that as the one you're talking about? The one that was near where the ramen, the
Maybe.
birria tacos it was right there by that Jack Daniel's tent. Then it was I always say it wrong.
Yeah.
Birria, whatever, tacos. And then there was a cheeseburger place there. I can't remember the name, but then I feel like Spinelli's was on the other side of that because
Yeah, they
stood
were
in
in a
line.
red food truck.
Oh, it was a
They're a
food
local.
truck.
They're a local spot that is
No, these were
just
just
fire
tents.
food, fire pizza. So
Well, good to know. Next time I come down to
Next
see
time.
Christina. you're
I
like, "Let's
know. We're going to have to go.
Spinelli's.
We'll bring you along with us, Robert.
I'm down.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
I'm a husky boy. I'll never say no to food.
That would be so cool.
Oh my
Teach us
gosh.
all the things you know. Oh, great one. We are
Well-
learning about podcasting, so.
We are learning about podcasting, but I have to go into the greatest moment of my life. It was the crowd surfing. So I told Katie that I wanted to do it. And then of course, when it comes time to do it, I was like, no, I'm good. Like I'm
Well, that
really
was
not.
during Sleep Token, because you were like,
Yes.
and the crowd wasn't as rowdy over there.
Well, no, it
There
was
It's
before that, Katie. I was like wanting to stay back, remember? And then Katie's favorite band is Avenged Sevenfold. So she was like, well, come up with me, come up closer, come up closer. And of course, when you get close, then everything gets, packed together, right? Everybody gets smushed. And there was,
crowd
wh-
crush is a
yeah.
problem.
it is a huge problem, especially for somebody that's 5'2", and can't
God,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, what was I thinking, Katie? Anyway, just trying to be a good
Thinking we
friend.
had
But
people around us that could handle the
but you know
situation.
what? There was a girl right next to me. She was the sweetest as she could, and she was like, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. And there was a guy right behind me. I'm not gonna mention his name because I did look him up to make sure he was actually legit, but he said he was a UK football player, and he looked every bit a UK football player.
Yeah.
6'5",
All like, they're not gonna
big
go fall on your
guy.
head if you're standing by that guy. Come on.
No, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'm standing next to him no matter what, and if it comes time, like he could like throw me up in the air, and then Avenged Sevenfold came on, and then all of a sudden, it just happened. There was a mosh pit that formed right next to us, and that was scary. I've never been that close to a mosh pit where I was like, I can't breathe. And so it was almost like a necessity thing where I look at the guy behind me, I look at Katie, and I was like, it's time. And they both like lift me up, and
Yeah.
there I go. I am,
I know, and I
yeah.
wanted to try to get a video of it, but there was another person that came crowd surfing right over us, right after her, so I didn't get to get my phone out. But she did it great. She was like floating, and she kept her legs together, like she wasn't flailing.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, man, the flailers are scary because everybody's
Legs
just kind of like,
crossed
wait,
and,
right
and arms
behind.
out. Legs crossed, arms out,
Yep.
And there's
I think I hit somebody with my bag once, and I was like, and then put it back up because you have that bag, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
but
It
That was
wasn't a heavy
I was
bag
at
though. I'm sure that it hurt way less than a person landing on their head. So
yeah. That's the
true.
worst. For Kubla Khan, Texas, they brought the heat. Oh, it was insane. There was a guy crowd surfing, and as he gets closer to the stage, he just starts flailing,
Oh
and people are like
no.
losing grip on him and stuff. And everyone's literally yelling, cross your legs, stay
yeah,
still. And he just wasn't listening.
it's like
I mean,
freaking
he
out.
might not have been able to hear, but it's like, come on, if you're going to crowd surf, have a little bit of like
Yes.
respect for those, because you're forcing people to, like, it's not an option. Like, we have to keep you up and we have to keep you going and keep you safe.
Yeah.
So at least be a little courteous of those that are keeping you safe
Don't try to
and make it easy
give them-
for us to
Yeah.
get you over. Like, come on, I get it. You're in the moment, you're having a good time, but if you're going to crowd surf, you have to think of everyone else.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody wants
Although
to
I didn't like
get kicked in the
crowd
eye.
surf. I didn't like crowd surfing with my head forward. I know Katie was like, you have to do that. But I was like panicked almost, and I was completely sober,
Oh,
which
because you
didn't
couldn't see where
help.
you were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't see how far I was to the edge. Couldn't see if somebody was going to drop me. Like, yeah.
I
that
love how
was-
she described the security guy at the end whenever he got
Oh,
close.
yeah.
Yeah, tell him about that. Tell him how like
No,
they just,
I mean, he like grabbed me and and he like picked me up like a little baby, and I was like, thank you so
little one."
much. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You're like
Yeah.
my hero
Yeah.
in blue.
And it was so funny because, like, of course, this is my first time doing this, but you're like going right next to the stage. And instead of thinking in my head, oh, I need to like take out my phone to take a picture for Katie or a video, I'm like walking in shock, towards the exit. And like there was this camera guy that I'm sure he wanted to get my like, yeah, reaction.
You were
Yeah.
like,
And I was like, I lit
Were
I
you like
wasn't
Ricky Bobby?
smiling. I was just like walking.
I don't know what to do with my hands
How
right
does that
now.
look?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yes, pretty much. That was pretty much me. And I'm like, I'm sorry for ruining this moment for you, but I don't even know what I'm doing with my life at the moment. So,
I'm sure they
oh
love
my
to see a good
gosh.
shocked person. It makes them feel like they're like doing something right,
Yeah, great marketing. Look at this little
Yeah.
broad shock.
There was there's a video of it was Lorna Shore is on their TikTok. They posted it. It's like when the breakdown has you like, and this guy's expression was just like, and they're
Yeah,
hitting the nastiest breakdown. He's just like,
probably what I look
he like
like.
looks at his friend. I'll have to send it to you on TikTok so you can see it
Oh
later.
my
But it was
gosh.
priceless. I mean, that was
A trophy view. Like, if you see somebody like that, that's a win. That's a
That
win.
is a win. Talk about TikTok, though. I have two things. First, I want to know about your picture that we missed every day. Katie can explain why we missed it every day, and then, uh, all of the like new people on TikTok. There's one guy. His name was Boss Hazelnut. Did you see his account?
I did not.
Oh, he was one of the ones that I followed all weekend, and he and his wife. I can't remember where they're from, but they like traveled 10, 12 hours to get
Wow.
here and then met people here, was describing the city, actually went out to eat at like some local restaurants,
Mhm.
went and worked out at the local gym, like
Wow.
really great people. So shout out to him because he like built a community while he was here. And then
Hell
I
yeah.
followed RZ's page and it was the same thing. You were like, inviting people for your picture every day. Can we make it like at 4 o'clock next year? We are begging.
So
Yeah,
I picked an
please.
earlier time just because it's like it's earlier in the day, so that gives everyone the rest of the day to do what they want. And like
Yeah.
most people are showing up a little before that time. Now,
Nice.
that
Yeah.
is true. I could probably swing 3. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole it's a whole year away.
Fair. That's fair.
Hey,
But
we're putting in a request now because
yeah, no,
um
I'm
yeah. Katie, why were we late?
boy.
Well, Thursday I had to work half day, and I work up in northern Kentucky, so I had to drive the hour
That
and a
didn't
half
count.
down.
That
That
didn't
one.
count. That didn't count.
But then Friday, uh, we're just slow moving after the first
Okay.
night.
Every Katie and Brandy, so they were the ones staying at my house. I swear they were like gung ho after I don't know 2. It was like from 2 to 2 in the morning. They were wild. But then as soon as they got home, it was like you didn't hear a peep from them. Yeah,
Hey,
they
I
were
had to be ready
gone.
for Friday, my day. Like you even told me, I had to back
That's
up
true.
off the recreational fun stuff so that I could be present for Avenged Sevenfold the next day. So,
That's right. That's
but
right.
it still wasn't enough to get me moving fast enough. So, I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, the traffic this year was surprisingly bad.
Friday was so bad. We waited. It took us. You're like 20 minutes from that.
We're 20 minutes
Yeah, you're
tops.
literally. We go to. She has
I'm
a
about the same.
pass at Kentucky
Yeah.
Kingdom. Like we go. I've gone there with her. Like I know that on a normal day, it takes about 20 minutes to get there from her home. We were in traffic for over an hour and a half, just stuck trying to get. And
Close
we
to
drove.
2.
I don't know the name of the road, Christina. What's the name of the road that we would see like Gate 4, Gate 2, like all
Yeah,
Crittenden.
so
Crittenden?
we passed the airport. We
Yeah,
took that left to go around because the airport exit was so backed up. And we shouldn't have done that. We should have
but
just stayed in
we
the
went
airport
all the
exit.
way down that. We passed all the entrances into the park because and
Yep.
every single one of them had signs out in
They
front of
were
them saying it was
closed.
closed. So we had to go like up to where we could go. I don't even know where we were, but we turned around coming back towards that way and ended up finding a grassy knoll that was
Yeah,
charging.
thanks to the Boy Scouts.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, saved us, and I'm so glad they took Venmo because we didn't bring cash. So,
No.
anyways, got parking for $25, which was a nice little bonus after spending an hour and a half trying to get parked. But that was the day we really tried. We really tried to be there for your picture
I
day.
Yeah.
know. Well, how
And
was your picture? Tell us all
yeah,
about it.
Okay, so day 1 was a little haphazard, a little chaotic and stuff because I didn't anticipate service being trash. Like
oh,
last year, I remember I had service consistently enough to
Yeah.
where I could message people like not just through like texting, but other apps as well too. So, didn't anticipate that one.
Yep.
Got it organized, got a sign, which I know you can't see it right now, but I'll send you a picture of it. I like made this like little thing behind me. It has the signs in it and pictures.
You need a flag next
cool.
year. We'll get you a flag.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So got assigned second day. I only thought there was like 10, 15 people in the photo. I did a head count. There was 38 the second day,
Wow.
12 people the first day. The big day was Saturday. There was almost 90. It was, I think, 89.
Good
89 people showed
job.
up. And
What?
then the next day was 80 on the dot.
That's
So the
amazing.
pictures turned out fantastic, and it
That's
was so
awesome.
so cool. Like people are coming up, oh, I'm so and so from, they're giving me their
Yeah.
handles because that's what I'm going to know them by.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, we were talking, like this is so cool.
That is so
Um,
cool.
and one girl, she goes by Small Life on there. She was part of the inspiration for it because I see her video and or see one of her videos talking about being excited and who she's seeing and stuff like that. And like, of course, like I'm just kind of curious, so I'm like dropping a comment. Oh, I'm super excited to see these people here. And then like you'll see some names, then you go to another video of like Louder Than Life content, and I see her name, and I see another name, and I'm like, okay. And then like a couple videos later, more engagement from similar names on these videos, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, I have this idea.
Like, we're
I felt like Nick Fury in the Avengers. I have I have a plan. I'm gonna pull us all together and form a super team. I,
Super team.
but yeah, I was
that
just
should
like
be
put
on
it
your
out there, put a
flag.
little
The super
yeah.
team. Yep.
But I was like, I'm just gonna put a little call to action out there each day, or prepping for it, and then each day just talk about it, try to keep awareness of it up. And yeah, it turned out fantastic. I did have a full circle moment though, because I don't do festival content or music content. I would love to. I would love to transition to that because it's so fun.
Do it.
But I do gaming content. I'm spent 10 years in the military. I make very inappropriate jokes. Okay. That's just what I do.
As you
We're
And
should.
here for it.
the I love it. But there was a guy that's been following me since I had like 10,000 followers. And that was early on. And I'm like, oh my God. And he was telling me about how like my content helped get him through dark times. And that's why I
That's so
started. So I
cool.
had a full circle moment, and just like I was so overwhelmed,
Yeah.
just at the mass amount of people from the call to action. But then his like piece there at the end, like when I had my shades on, I was a little misty eyed under there. I was like, I told him, I was like, brother, I'm glad you're still here. Like, thank you for still being here. And because that's what did it. That was one of the huge parts in like my healing journey, was gaming content creators making goofy jokes and just enjoying their friends. Like it showed me that
Yeah.
there's still things in life that are worth living for.
There's fun to be
And he
had.
found that same thing through
Yeah.
mine. And it didn't break me, but it filled me. It
Yeah.
gave me motivation. It gave me that like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever, and I told him like, I don't care if I get another like, another comment.
That's
That's why I
All
do
huge.
about.
this. So
That
it
is
That
was it
is
was a
awesome.
lot of fun.
huge.
I'm not going to give his name or anything like that because I
No,
told him like I'm going to you know, keep him quiet. But
absolutely.
that was such a beautiful moment, and I'll forever remember that for the rest of my life.
I love that.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you're so successful at what you do. You give, you're such a just a genuine giver.
I mean,
Just
I just try to make people laugh. That's like
and you do that too.
it's like what was the Robin Patch Adams? Was it Patch Adams? The Robin Williams movie
Robin
where
Yes, the
he's
Williams,
like
yeah.
Robin movie.
laughter
Yeah.
is the greatest medicine.
Yeah.
Like, I subscribe to that
Yes.
notion so much. It's even if it's just a moment where you can kind of break that, that whatever that cloud is, and just a little beam of light comes through is enough to remind you that there is something over there. There is something on the other side of this. So that's
Yeah.
why. And just I don't know. Sorry,
No,
I
I
get
love
scatterbrained
it.
when I think about it.
I'm actually like soaking it up because as we do our podcast, we our mission is developing where we're all about finding friends and genuine friends and we're so glad we found you because you're exactly who we strive to meet. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
just good-hearted Kentuckians. I mean, really. And
I'm from
we
Arkansas originally. Don't
well,
mix me in with
shoot.
Kentucky.
Shoot. Hey,
Oh
Arkansas.
God. Oh no, don't do that. Oh
Joking.
What?
I'm joking.
Hey,
no, it's
I've
fine.
got
No, I love
I've
to
got
tick her off with Louisville.
oh yeah, she does. Well, I have Arkansas friends. Now, thank you, Katie.
Sorry.
Arkansas friends, and they're so lovely. So I get where that is coming from. But you are an honorary Kentuckian.
I appreciate that.
That's
Thank
I'll wear that. I'll wear that with pride.
what brought you here though? I
Oh
guess
God.
military. Or
I will do the Cliff Notes version of it.
yeah,
I lived in Arkansas up till I was 15, and then I moved up here to be with my dad.
okay,
It was that time in my life as a young boy.
yeah,
Um, and I've been here ever since. Then I left for 10 years, joined the Air Force, did that for 10 years, came back, jumped like, and I work in Louisville. That's pretty much where I'm at most of the time. Either that or I'm a hermit here
Yeah.
in my apartment. But
Which is in Indiana, right?
yes, yeah, I live in
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Clarksville, so I'm just
Yeah.
across the river.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I do the walking bridge like when I'm off work, and I'm not walking that bridge for like a month though. I'm over walking.
Why?
You're like,
I'm over
Oh my
walking right
yeah.
gosh.
now. I was there. I think I averaged like 17K steps a day. I was checking my watch. I was like, this is
Wow.
nuts.
That's what
Like
on
the
Saturday, I don't have one of those watches, but my friend that was there, she had one on, and she said we had over 20,000 steps. She couldn't even believe it. I was like, "That's nuts!" I'm like,
Yeah. Well,
"I
that's
don't
why
not even
I only
remember
get
half of it."
I could only do 2 days
alcohol.
because that wipes me out. Like, it
So,
wipe
oh yeah, that's right. You didn't go to every
I
day.
didn't go every day because Katie is hardcore and I'm working myself up to it. You know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
just yeah, 2 days is like and then I'm out. I feel like an old person. I come home and I'm like, I can't move and it's done. Yeah,
The
but
only way to get through it is just to keep
That's the
moving.
other benefit of like Angel's Envy.
yeah, that's true.
Air conditioned tent. There's like couches and chairs and stuff in there. There's like stools and stuff at tables.
Yeah.
And same with the outside section as well too. There's a lot of chairs and
But you
stuff
were
out
able
there.
to
So
sit down on those couches, or were they, like, always taken?
there. Okay, so yeah, people will camp the couch for a bit, but sometimes they gotta pee.
You're like,
You
They
"I
just
gotta
don't
pee
wanna eat
wait.
now."
sometime.
You just wait.
I'm a little gremlin in the corner, like motherfucker. I see
Yeah.
you shaking
That's
your leg.
mine.
You got to pee, don't you? Don't think about a fire
Oh
hydrant.
my gosh.
I'm like subliminally talking about like waterfalls and stuff near them,
You want
just to
another
get them to
drink.
move.
Be like, well, what did you guys think about the layout this year?
You want me
Okay.
to go first, or you wanna go first?
Yeah, please. I feel like I'm gonna rant on this.
Okay, so the part that I'll just get my negative out of the way first. Whenever it was between big shows, between the front 2 main stages and then, Decibel and,
Reverb.
Reverb, thank you. The cluster that was going on through there to try to get through it, there were times where it was completely stopped, and it
The
was I felt like
bottlenecking,
it was stupid.
essentially.
Like, this is just stupid. Why? But I definitely I feel like there's I love that there was more space. I never felt like, unless you're up in the crowd trying to be crowded, I didn't feel like there was anywhere that was overcrowded, which I definitely appreciated that. I love that. But it made it hard to get from one show to the next without missing something, or, just getting frustrated with getting stuck. That's my thing on that. I love I love that turf, that green turf stuff that they put down.
Yes, so
Instead of
good.
walking on gravel and standing on gravel and jumping on gravel, we were on hard, like, just flat, smooth surface with some turf on it.
Well, not just that,
I'm
it helped keep the temps down as well too, because
Yes,
I think that's
yes,
asphalt under
Oh
there, so that would
yeah,
have just
yeah.
heated up through with the direct sunlight. So that turf kind of acted as like a
yes.
little insulator.
That was my favorite
That
thing.
was
I think
so
my
nice.
favorite big change was that. I miss the days whenever Louder Than Life used to be at Champions Park. That was the one thing whenever I would talk it up to all my friends and family, trying to get them to go. It was it was a park, there was literally trees where if you wanted shade, you could go sit under a tree or whatever. And just being on grass, like you never had that the pain in your feet that you're talking about, Christina. You never had it because you're on giving ground. And I miss that. I truly miss that. So this was like I feel like a fair compromise because I know that we can't, go back to the grassy knoll because it just kept getting rained out and it's not the
And
gravel.
turned
So,
into a water park one time.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Katie, it got canceled, right?
Well, there was the year that we were there and it was storming and we camped that year, and it was actually pretty crazy because where we were at in line, they just have people in line just like for like a parking garage or parking lot, like where you just you funnel into your spot. Well, we were towards the end of that line. It was a group of 4 of us, and the where we would have been put for camping, it was a giant puddle. There was nowhere for us to be. So they had the there was like 2 people ahead of us, 2 cars ahead of us, I'm pretty sure, and then there was probably like 5 or 6 behind us at that point anyways. And they brought us over to the far side of the camping where it would have been handicap camping, like to be closer to the entrance. I guess they just didn't have enough people that were handicapped that were camping, so they were able to give that space up for the people that were not able to camp where the normal camping was because of the big puddles. But anyways, That was such a cool year. We were literally, and you could leave and come back. You can leave and come back if you're camping now too, right? Did you say that, Christina?
I believe so. Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
yeah. That's the
camping
only
at
people
Loud and
that
Live?
can leave the
Camping,
park.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You can't leave if you're general admission or
I
anybody
definitely
else.
appreciated that. It was really cool because we were able to go replenish our beverages and then get back out there. That was really cool. But anyways, it was a muddy mess, but it was fun. It was fun. Like there was a lot of people running and sliding through it, and it just being in the grass, it kind of felt like, is this like Woodstock? Like, anyways,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. I just
Robert, what did you think about the
So my thing was a little bit of the stage layouts. So you had main stages facing this way, and then you had decibel and reverb essentially facing the complete opposite direction. So if you're in that transition point by the louder than life sign and stuff, that where that bottleneck was happening that you're talking
yes,
about.
huge bottleneck.
Not just that, and it was also because of the food too. The food layout and the drink areas being right there was a
Oh,
big bottleneck
it
area. So you
was
had lines for
awful.
food. You had two separate stages of transitioning people. So yeah, it was a lot of traffic. But because of the stages being like that, you could hear both
Mhm.
sometimes. Because during Suicide Boys, I was walking over to see. I saw them for a little bit, then I walked over to catch In This Moment, and I could hear both, even though I was close to In This Moment. I could still hear them
The way the
pretty
sound is
prevalent behind
echoing.
me. Yeah.
I had that
Um,
sometimes.
and it's because of the way they have them oriented. That's why you couldn't even, if you're on the Angels Envy side, like by main stage 2, you could barely hear the loudmouth stage. And that's because the angle they had it at. It's like, so they just kind of need to orient them in a little bit of a different manner, to kind of prevent that little sound bleed from happening as best they can. The layout's nice in the aspect of like, I like it being spread out. I like, there's plenty of spots to like just camp out and have a seat.
Yeah.
Um, but my big complaint is that, so last year, Angels Envy had a little bit of stage rail. So did
Yes,
VIP.
I remember that.
Now there's none. So it's like, okay, well, if we're paying more for tickets,
Mhm.
that's one of the things that I loved about it is, yeah, you get the elevated seating, do get a rail that gets you close, but you don't have no more stage rail anymore. And I'm like, but y'all gave the Mint VIP for Bourbon the entire stage rail.
Yep.
I
So it's
saw a
like,
picture
Yeah.
okay,
of that.
why are you taking that away from us? Why are you taking even the little sliver you're giving us before? Like, because for Slipknot, I went to the VIP side and was able to mush my way through the crowd a little bit, and I got up on them and stuff, and that was intense. But it was,
Love Slipknot.
but I had that ability to do that. Like that option was there throughout the day. Now it's not an option, so it's like either, and the tickets were more expensive this year. I'm like, so we're
Why do
paying
you
more and
think
we're getting less.
why do you think they did that?
Uh, I mean, obviously, inflation's a thing. Bands are going to want more. Uh,
I meant take away the rail. Why do you think they
oh, take away the rail.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, looking at the orientation of it, maybe it had to do with like the length or something like that. There wasn't as wide as last year. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. I have to really look at it, but I was a little bummed about that because I was
Yeah.
like, if the rail's there for Sleep Token, oh, I'm gonna get on it. I needed that.
Well, I don't understand if they did it for Bourbon and Beyond. Even if they opened up the rail, for a
Now,
few
now
minutes.
VIP didn't have much. They had like most of that far side video screen. That was most of the rail
Okay.
they had. And Top Shelf had like maybe like a half of that video screen on the other side for stage 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
it wasn't a lot, is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, the video screens are bigger this year. It's wider, main stage 1 and 2. It's like, okay, cool. We're going to get more. And we got none. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and you're charging us more for tickets.
Yeah.
Why? If you're going to charge us more and not give us any rail, give us better parking. If you're VIP or Top Shelf, you should get better
That.
parking.
That. That would be great.
I'll
I
take
th
that. I'll take that trade-off. I'll
No
take that trade-off
doubt.
gladly.
I'll have to wait hour and a half to get parked.
Oh, man. Well, it's getting through that traffic, but yeah, once you get there, instead of a gate being closed, you just present your badge and get right in. That would be that would be worth the money right there.
I was like, you give me that. You give me that
Mhm.
trade-off, we're fine.
Yeah, free parking and designated
I
parking.
wouldn't call it free necessarily. It
Well, you're
included
paying
in the
for it.
package. Yeah.
Included in the package, absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, a better parking, like a true VIP, Angels Envy VIP parking area that does get you substantially closer you know?
Yeah.
I think that would be
Fair
worth
trade-off.
it.
My guess is that they don't leave that whole area like what do you say, Bourbon and Beyond, like how they had the VIP area all
Yeah,
across
the
the
Mint
front of the stage.
VIP was like just all
Yeah.
up on the stage rail.
I think that this goes back to what we were talking about, the difference between the crowds, where I feel like you have the people that are at Rock on the Ring or Louder Than Life are probably, more friendly to their bartenders. They're probably not going to be as friendly to a railing. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing the Bourbon and Beyond people would recognize this railing is here and I need to respect it and leave it here. Whereas I think that the people at Louder Than Life, if they felt like they had been wronged in some way at some certain band or whatever, they would either jump the
The the
railing or they
willingness to
would knock it
rebel is a
over.
lot higher with the louder crowd, yes.
So that's my guess, is they're just trying to avoid that.
And true, part of the metal show, the metal experience is like the artist interacting with those people right there,
Yeah.
and if you have like a divider halfway, I can see that. But I'm saying, just give us a little bit of a little
Like on
cut
the
in.
sides.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that year that
Yeah,
we did
give us a little bit.
VIP, I did VIP, regular VIP with Christina, and
Yeah.
they
We
had it
had that.
like the side, like
We had that.
it, yeah. We
Because
were,
we were at Avenged Sevenfold for that because we
Yes.
got
That
the
was
regular VIP.
2 years
2
ago.
years
yeah,
ago. Yeah, yeah.
2023. So, and the
Mhm.
way that was, it didn't get us all the way into the crowd, but it
No,
had
but
us
got
close
you.
enough that, you felt like
Mhm.
you had a
Still
decent,
gave you a bit of stage
a
rail.
lot
You
of
still had
railing,
rail
like,
that was lined up with the stage. Yeah.
yes, all along the crowd too. So you could be like, even if you weren't in the front, you could still press up against that railing towards the middle of the crowd, which also I felt like was cool too. But so yeah, it
Yeah,
would be nice if they went back to that, I'm sure.
that
We'll
would
see.
be really
Next
nice.
year's, they're it's like one of those things when you do something new, you're like, all right, this is the plan. We're sticking with the plan. We're just gonna do this. And then we'll like minor things that they added, like after day one, they added more water stations, apparently.
Thank goodness. Why did we have to wait 45 minutes for water
Yeah.
that was warm? Sorry.
There
Yeah,
was
I remember you were
they
gone for
like
so long, and I was like, I gotta go get Brandy because Brandy wasn't there that day yet, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like she's in line, I don't want to leave here and her not know where I'm at because service was spotty, like you were
The
saying
service
too.
was awful.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know what to do. Water
yeah.
took forever.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. One other thing that Angels Envy has that I love: Wi-Fi.
Really?
You're speaking Christina's love language.
Okay, I tell Katie every year, I'm like, can we
It
just
is
please
slow.
buy VIP tickets? And she looks at me like I'm speaking a foreign language. I'm like,
Wah, wah,
Now
wah,
they
wah.
also added one more thing. I don't know if they did it last year, but I remember. So I went over to VIP last year to see some friends. I paid for drinks last year. This year I just showed that I was top shelf. I didn't have to pay for drinks in VIP either. So in
oh,
both
that's
VIP sections, I was getting the
nice.
free drink.
You can
Now
go from
out
you
in
can.
GA, out in the regular areas, you have to pay. But either VIP, free booze.
That
But
Or
I didn't
Cokes or
realize that you
Gatorades or
could go
waters.
between the two VIP areas.
Mhm.
So, but if you
Now
have
top
regular
shelf can go
VIP,
down,
you
but
can't go
you
to
can't go
Angel's
over.
Envy,
No,
got
right?
it.
no.
Okay.
No,
Got
I
it.
was telling my friends the other night, I'm like, you have like your peasants in the middle, then you have your knights and lords on the one side, and you got your kings and queens on the top
I lo-
side.
I deserve to be a queen, Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Is it
was
my
it
blood, lady?
what's
I will carry
the
your stuff.
it's Joaquin Phoenix. I think it's Joaquin Phoenix. He's like looking down at the crowd and stuff like that. He's just
Oh,
like
and he's Caesar?
staring down his nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was doing that last year. I was like, yes, all the pool people. But I'm like putting
smells
myself
like
in.
down there.
Yeah, but I'm over here making poor financial decisions just to do this. So it's like I should save my money and be down there with you. But I like free booze.
You
So-
live like a
Well.
king for the weekend. That's awesome. I mean, you're definitely tempting me to consider it.
One of these
Hey,
days,
well,
I'll
all I'm
convince her.
saying is you can do a payment plan like a layaway for it, and you just pay monthly, and it's cheap.
All right, do you work for them? Do we need to know this?
No,
You should work for them.
if like they commented on my I think my first or my second call to action video about the photo,
That's
and I was like,
cool.
and then
Okay. We're putting this out in the universe. RZ is going to work for Louder Than Life next year.
I would love to work for them in like some social media capacity, whether it's like
You'd be
raising awareness,
great.
going around interviewing people, just like
Well, did you
Just-
see the podcaster there on site?
Well, so I saw the videos and stuff that came from it, but I didn't actually get to see them.
Yeah, we saw it in person, and actually,
Looked like a
we
radio
passed,
show
and
of some
Katie's
sort.
like, yeah, Katie was like, "Is that RZ?" And I was like, because he had, darker hair and stuff, and I was like, "I don't think so, but I've never seen him in person, so maybe," but it wasn't you. But I think you need a podcast booth, and interview people, maybe in Angels
But I
Envy.
wouldn't want to be stationary. I couldn't.
We'll get one of
I
those
would need like
handheld
little
mics.
mics. I need like handheld
Yeah.
mics just attached to the phone and just walk around, like interview people and just like finding their content ideas are fantastic. They're like
Yes.
finding the costumes. They're showing off
The
the
cracker audio. The
that's my favorite. That's my
What is
favorite one.
that?
It was like the crackers transition from one conveyor belt to another, and they form a
It's
smooth
crowd
stack or
surfing.
something like that. And it was like crowd surfers and um I used that audio for like a
Oh
because
gosh.
it was after one show we were walking back. This one girl that I met through social media and stuff. She was a gem the whole weekend. Um, we were going from one show. We ran into each other there when we were walking back to the main stage area and stuff. And like she brought that up. She's like, "Oh, get a video of the crowd and use this audio."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh my god, yes." So we
There you
got a
go.
video of like her, and I kind of spun her in the crowd, and then I spun it around backwards. And I'm also gonna use that audio for like, you remember the movie The Mummy when
Yes.
they were marching going Imhotep.
Oh,
I'm gonna repost that
yes.
video with that audio too because it
Yes.
perfectly makes sense. We're like just zombies,
Yeah, we're just
or
like, just
mummies
get
just
us to
walking.
the
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
That's so
We don't want to
perfect.
be in the
But
crowd.
I would
That's
love to
so
do
cool.
something like for them or like collaboration with them because the iHeartRadio metal host like commented on it as well
Yeah.
too, and I was like, I would love to work with you guys in some capacity, like as like just I don't need anything from it. I just want to be a part of the experience,
part of
you
it.
know.
No, you need top shelf VIP
There you go.
access.
I'm gonna get it regardless. So like whether you
But
help me or
if
not.
you're working for
You
it, like,
know.
yeah.
So, lastly, what is your festival non-negotiable? And did you make a new friend this weekend?
Festival non-negotiable. Are we talking like something you must do or something you must bring? Like
Yeah,
a
whatever your interpretation is. Non-negotiable.
deodorant. Bring deodorant. You smelly
Bingo.
fuckers. Sorry, part of my language, but oh my
Bingo.
god. I was like,
You're like,
I was like the
please.
amount of stinky people. Okay, I get it. It's all I sweat through my shirt. My Black Sabbath shirt has like salt rings from like the dried up sweat. Like you can almost count the
Yeah.
Like a
liters,
tree.
you know?
You're like, how
Yeah,
many
like
years
count
was
the
I
rings
in
on a
line?
tree. Yeah. But yeah, deodorant, non-negotiable.
Yeah. I had
Like
that in my bag the whole time. And I used it.
slathering on,
Yeah,
please. Like
I
uh,
used it.
like
It was
especially if
hot.
now I understand it's gonna get hot, but that's why you bring it with you so you can
Exactly.
reapply it. It's a wild thought. I know. It doesn't even though it says sport and it lasts 24 hours, I promise you it doesn't.
It doesn't. Not 90-degree heat,
No,
sweating with other people.
direct sunlight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
My non-negotiable, just probably a designated driver if you're driving,
yeah.
because
Always have a plan.
always have a plan because I mean, when you're there, it is so much fun and you get wrapped up in things that even if if you're the DD and you accidentally get, plastered, have a backup plan, and know where the Uber drivers are, or, have another friend that could drive instead. Yeah, that's my non-negotiable. The mom coming out of me, I guess.
No, it's a responsible thing to do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
although was it the first night? I wasn't feeling my best, and so a friend decided to drive, and we sat in that line to leave for over 2 hours. Do you remember that? And by the time we started moving, I was feeling fine.
You were like,
I was
I'm
like,
good. Put me in,
I took a
coach.
little nap. Yeah, I took a little nap, and it wasn't because I was drunk. It was just because I think I had overheated, um, and I was just nauseous, and I'm like, ugh,
You only had
I
one
can't
drink.
drive. I know. I was totally fine. I mean, for $18, I am not going to have. I had a cut water, because I know those things really.
There's a trend like it's not I don't know if it's trending for a good reason or a bad reason, but apparently cut water it'll fuck you up pretty quick.
That's exactly. I was like, if it's $18, I already know this is going to be bad. I'm gonna drink it because that'll be all I need. Yes, it was all I needed.
I never heard of or
Absolutely.
well, I think I'd heard of it once before, but I totally thought that it was more like a White Claw, it's like a seltzer kind of thing, and,
It's like stronger though, isn't it?
it
It's like
is
twice as
way
It's like
strong.
stronger. That's what I drank all
12%. Yeah.
weekend. I was like I don't like beer, so I usually drink, like, vodka soda, like, whiskey, Coke kinda thing, whatever, and this weekend, it was all about the Cutwater, and let me tell you, they kept me where I wanted to be, so I'm not mad about them.
Katie can handle
Cut
her
Cutwater,
liquor.
pay attention. They need a sponsor.
Yeah, Cutwater,
Exactly.
I will be your mascot, okay?
No, I'll be your here, drink 1 Cutwater, everybody.
Oh, I
Yeah.
Drink
one day
responsibly.
I had
Drink
4, and
responsibly.
it was a good day. It was a good day.
No, it was a good day. Well, what's your non-negotiable, Katie?
Alcohol. I wanna have alcohol at the concert.
Oh,
No,
is
let me
that
think.
all?
Okay,
Is
let me think.
that all?
No, I also want chapstick. Um, let's see here. This year you bought me a fan. Like the kind like the accordion like kind like the kind that open up like this and fan.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I feel like that's gotta be a new at least if it's a warm or hot concert day kind of thing.
Yeah.
That
You need a
saved me.
fan.
That saved me so many times. I I did not anticipate how much I would appreciate having that thing the whole weekend, and so I think my old response has always been chapstick. I can't stand it when my lips feel chapped, especially when I'm screaming and yelling. Like I can't open my mouth if my hair lips hurt. So, anyways, sounds kind of weird, but yeah, chapstick. But now I feel like I want to have a fan around. That was pretty cool. And then also, my
That's
drink in my
called
hand.
VIP, Katie. That's called VIP.
VIP
Anyway,
has shade. Angels
it
Envy has air conditioning.
that's exactly right. Forget the fan. Just bring your chapstick. Okay. And I think
I
we all
love
made
you.
friends. I think we all made friends. For sure, RZ made friends. We made
I met
friends
so
in
many people.
RZ. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, it was so much fun. And I mean, Katie and I made friends in the crowd. Take Katie anywhere, she can make a friend with a rock. We love her so much.
Speaking of a rock, I met the rock's daughter. Yes, she was in Angel's Envy. Yeah. I'm not even
transition.
kidding.
Why?
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, she said rock, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, the rock. I met her daughter or his daughter.
That's so cool.
Was she awesome?
Oh yeah, she was awesome enough to like let me kind of like randomly ramble a little bit, and like I lost my ability to think because it's like I watch WWE. I'm a fan, and like I know she looked familiar, and I was like, is that fucking?
I can't believe you recognized her.
Because I'm a fan of WWE, like I pay attention to all that stuff. So I was like, oh, she looks familiar, and I was like, wait a fucking minute. And then I looked, and I was like, oh my god, it actually is her. So I thought it
cool.
was her. So I approached. I was like, okay, if I get this wrong, I'm so sorry, but are you by chance Ava from WWE NXT? And she goes, yes. And I was like, oh. I'm like, and then like I'm trying to think. I didn't prepare for next. I didn't prepare for what to say next. I was like, I am a huge fan. I probably would have had something a little more, but I'm losing my ability to think right now. She goes, oh my god, you're fine. It's okay. And I'm
That's
like,
so cool.
I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's like I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I
Well-
got a couple of photos with her. She was super sweet, and apparently is a huge metalhead. So
That's
that
so
was
cool.
like amazing.
That's
That's really
amazing.
cool.
Did you get her number? I mean, to connect with her?
Oh no, no, I didn't. We did take a photo together. Like I said, she was super sweet. And again, it was just one of those situations. You at the end of the day, regardless of like status, we're all here for the same purpose. We're all here to have
Absolutely.
a fantastic time. And I didn't want to impose. Also saw someone. I think I'm pretty sure I saw. Yeah, have you ever seen the show Lucifer?
Yes.
The actress that's the therapist.
Well, I need
The
to
main
look it
one,
up.
like the main female.
Not Decker, the therapist, the blonde therapist. I think I saw her.
Let's see.
Like so much so that I had to Google it, and
yeah.
I'm like, that looks just like her. And I'm like,
Was she in Angels
she was
Envy
with
too?
she was in Angels Envy, and I was
Katie?
like,
Why aren't we there?
I didn't. Now hold on, I'm not going to say it with 100% certainty because I didn't stop and ask. She had family around her, and I didn't want to like impose. So
It was probably her.
might have
It was-
been. I mean,
It was probably.
you'd be surprised how many metalheads are in Hollywood. So
Because they're badass.
And we were with the peasants, Katie.
peasants. I'm a peasant.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it would be
I
fun,
love it
though.
all as long as I'm there with you, Katie, and that's all I care.
Oh,
I
so
love you.
sweet.
Yeah, I love you. All right. Well, we are going to wrap it up. But thank you so much for joining us. And it was so sporadic. Like,
Yeah, it was literally like 10
I was
minutes
like, are
before
you
start.
feeling adventurous? And you're like, yeah, what's the link? And I'm like, no way.
That's so
It's
cool.
so great. It was so great. And we appreciate you so much. And we are going to
Appreciate
be,
y'all.
I'm not a gamer, but I will be following along with your things. But I hope you really do branch off into the festival world, because I think you have very valuable insight and information, clear communication skills, excellent social media.
I agree.
You need to stop giving me so
Presence.
many compliments. My head is
No,
gonna explode.
I'm just saying you're missing out. You bring so much value to that space that I think it's a clear sign that you should probably step into it if you
Thank
feel
you
called.
At
so
least have
much
like
for
little
that.
bonus
Seriously, it means
bonus
so much.
videos where you're like, all right, I'm doing my gaming thing, but like every 20 videos, I'm gonna have a festival or a concert or something I talk about or something.
I know.
Yeah.
Is your work schedule? Can you do both?
Maybe. I've been tabling Sonic Temple. Like I've been thinking about it very heavily doing Sonic Temple this
Do
year.
it. Katie will meet you there.
Sonic Temple, I love Louder Than Life, but Sonic Temple has a way crazier crowd. Like actually in the crowd.
This year's initial announcement is all just heavy. So
I
it's gonna
haven't
be
seen any of it,
wild.
honestly. I need to get on that. Wait, are you talking about
Lorna
like
Shore
lineup?
was one of the first ones announced. Yes.
Who is it?
Lorna Shore was one of the first ones announced, and they are just whoa.
Katie will she'll accompany you. She'll hold your phone.
Absolutely.
She will follow
And
you
I'm gonna do the
around.
same. And if I do it, I'm doing the same thing where I just like put it out there, call to action. We're gonna meet
Yeah.
up here, gonna do this, based on the map.
But you should
Hopefully people look at the map.
You should go ahead and just start interviewing. Start getting that together. Interview
Yeah.
people. Put it on your channel.
Absolutely. Yeah,
That'd be
I'm gonna
awesome.
Very
put that.
cool.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Life happens way too often in my life for me to sit there and say, I'm absolutely doing this.
Yeah, that's fair.
True.
So
True. But 10 minutes before, you can feel adventurous and you can do it.
absolutely.
Thank you,
You
for
wanna-
watching this podcast. Yeah. If this made you feel seen, share with your concert crew and catch our new episode next week.
We'll see you in the group chat. Love y'all. Rock on!
Rock on.
Later.
Bye.